big guys, and they're young, and they've all got pace, and playing against teams like Fiji and Western Samoa, they did really well.
Bob Dwyer, well, he said after the semi-final, they'll have to change the old saying about the luck of the Irish to the luck of the Aussies, but I think he knows now that they've got to do something, or that luck will have run out. Rodber with the tap. Scully gathers it cleanly, gives it to Beale. And he decides on that occasion that safety is the best option.
A bit disappointing, really, no try from that kickoff.
And the Australians have only once had the ball. Throw in from Burke. Ofahengawi at the front, Fenwick at the back. Back to Burke. Scully nips around the blind side, but the obstruction penalty is given. Lynagh gets on with it quickly. Constable trying to break through in the middle. Oh, and he's robbed in the tackle by Sheesby, by Delalio, in fact. And Scully decides he'd better put it away, but another penalty. Holding the man. Lynagh takes it again. Burke. Centre normally plays hooker in sevens. Oh, and Lynagh was so nearly through. Well, the referee sending England back 10 metres. Lynagh tries to go himself. Not given. He held it in. Well, if he's going to hold it in there, that should have been a penalty to England.
Absolutely, but really, John, you've had 3 penalties given against you. The Australians should be scoring on the amount of possession they've got there, and they didn't. That's a big blow to them.
Lynagh, with all his experience, taking the wrong option, trying to go himself, and Nick Beale puts it away. England still under pressure. 8 minutes gone. These 10-minute halves, incredibly long, especially you have to remember this is the 10th game of sevens these teams have played over 3 days. Scully in trouble. Beale just leaps in, and he caught a boot as well as the ball there, and that was painful.
But the 21 points up, and it eats up the clock. He can stay down there, have a rest. It's there, put in. He's been a real find of the tournament, this lad, John, hasn't he?
He's been a real find for the game. There's Bob Dwyer, tucked up. He reckons that watching sevens is one of the worst occupations he can think of. If you're the manager, you can't do anything, and it's so much a chancy game. England edge a bit closer to safety. Dave Scully, who's had a terrific tournament, the little scrum half from Wakefield. Beale, it's hard to believe, was playing for High Wycombe just a couple of seasons ago. Went to Northampton last season. He's made a big impression there in his first year. And here he is starring on the world stage at sevens.
Incredible, isn't it? High Wycombe one day, playing against the world champions the next. But
as Ireland found, this game is never over till it's over, and the Aussies will hang on in there. They know they're capable of scoring 3 times in the last 5 minutes if necessary. Beale goes, bumps into his own man, but there was no obstruction. But they went over the top of the ball in the tackle. Constable out to Fenwick. Kempesi goes on a run. 2 against 1 over there, unless Delalio can get across and tackle Willio. He does it. And a penalty against Delalio. The decision quite correct. The tackler, as well as the man tackled, have to regain their feet before they can take any further part. And Lynagh going back on the short side. Willio with the big crash, but the tackle was big. Well, did that bounce forward? No, says the referee. Try to Australia. Michael Lynagh in at the corner.
And really it had to come. There'd been